All right, so we are practicing painting the bus. Mom already painted me somewhere. Over there. Okay, well, all right, so we just went to the paint store 3 different times, I don't even know, and we got 4 different paint samples because did you know paint looks different on the swatch than it does on a white bus. It looks a lot lighter and a lot different. So we have sampled 4 different colors and they all looked the same except for this one, and that is going to be the color of the bus, potentially purple.
Hi there, we are Danny and David Tippett with Tippy Trips.
We got married in August 2017, graduated from Regent University together in May 2018,
and now we are ready for our next adventure together.
Skoolie Life!
We will be converting our school bus into a tiny house on wheels and traveling the country full time.
We are proving there's more to life than making money and buying things by focusing on what is truly important to us, serving others and trusting God.
We want to take you along with us, so subscribe to follow our journey.
Alrighty, so we are getting ready to paint the bus, and in order to do that we have to do a few things first. So we started by sanding the bus. We have these fancy sanders that we're using, and then we went over all of these little bolts on here that are all rusty with our rust converter. And then I believe we have to prime it still, and then we will paint it with a sprayer. So that's where we're at. Okay, so we also had to mask the bus in order to prepare to paint it. So after we sanded the bus, we went ahead and masked the bus. So we bought this big giant roll of this brown, beautiful paper and a whole bunch of blue painter's tape, and we covered all of the windows, we covered all of the lights, the tires, the wheels, all of that stuff. We covered everything that we didn't want to paint, and we just taped it on there. So we used blue painter's tape when we were taping and masking the bus. However, there is this yellow painter's tape that's stickier and apparently could work better and not peel off as much of the paint, and it just sticks better when you have it on the bus. So that is one thing that we probably would have changed, but we're kind of too far in now. So it's paint day! So we are going to start painting the bus. We have already sanded the bus. We've also put rust converter over the rusty rivets. Yep. And we are going to finish masking the bus, and we are also going to finish our windows. We're putting sheet metal where some of the windows were, and then we will be ready to spray our fabulous paint on.
And we've also tested the paint.
So we have a touch of gray here, which looks kind of pink when it's painted on the bus. Then we have elation here, which looks super duper light. So a lot lighter than that pinkish color. Then over here we have inspired lilac, which to me looks the same as the first one, maybe a little more purple. And then we have the winner. We've only done one coat of it so far, so we're gonna have to do another coat. But this is the winner, potentially purple. It's just purple enough, it's still light enough, and it's beautiful. So that is the color. Okay, so we got our paint from Benjamin Moore. The customer service was awesome, and we got exactly what we need. So this is DTM paint, which is direct to metal. It's an acrylic paint with a low luster finish, which is exactly what we wanted, and it also has primer already in it. So this is what we need to paint the bus. It's going to cover hopefully in one coat, and we're going to be able to use a sprayer to spray it right on. It should be super easy, and this is what we needed.
Also, this paint was about $65 a gallon. We got 3 gallons to cover the bus. We've heard that's about the amount that you need to cover the entire bus. Other places that we've looked, the paint was $100, or you had to buy the primer and the paint separately, and it came out to about $80 a gallon that way. So this was only $65. It's gonna save us a lot of time to not have to prime and paint it separately, and it's also exactly what we needed, and the customer service at Benjamin Moore was awesome. So that's why we went with this paint, and we will tell you how it works. Okay, so we decided that the best way to paint the bus would be with a paint sprayer. We've seen some other people do it, and it was a lot faster and easier. You can roll the paint on, but I just like the way that the finish looks. We got a low luster paint, so I just think it's better with a sprayer, and it's a lot quicker and easier. And it covers more space at once. So we got the Wagner Home Decor paint sprayer. This was about $80 from Home Depot. And it works really well. The reason that we chose this one is because it said in the directions that you can use a latex paint with it. We just had to water it down with a little bit of water in order to make it a little bit thinner so that it will spray on better. A lot of the other sprayers we saw were only for stains, so something a lot thinner. And we obviously have a latex paint, so we needed to get one that was compatible with that.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm actually really excited about this. Woo! What we're doing now is we're going to be cutting sheet metal that we got from the ceiling actually to fit inside of these frames that we got from our windows. We've pulled several of our windows out because they're going to be hidden behind closets, showers, bathrooms, and we just didn't need all of that window space. And also, we'll be able to insulate where the windows previously were. So that's gonna be huge. It's gonna help us to be able to cool the bus a lot easier and keep it cooler longer. So what we're doing is we're taking the sheet metal, we've just traced out this outline. We're gonna use a silicone adhesive in here. We'll put the sheet metal in, and then we'll put some cross braces to drill into so that that sheet metal is really solidly secured to this. Then once we're done that, we'll simply slot these in and use self-tapping screws in the holes that already exist to secure that to the bus. Also, we're going to be sanding the sheet metal while it's still down here, just so that we don't have to put it up and then like sand it while it's all wobbly and wiggly. That's good. Let me get some self-tapping. That's one. And once we got that sheet metal in, we just painted over it so that it looks like the rest of the bus. And I actually think it looks really nice. You can tell that this was once a window, and we don't want people to forget that this is a bus and it had windows, but at the same time, it doesn't look as bad as if I had tried to weld over it, because that would have been really ugly.
And you just want to wait about 24 hours or so to take the masking off, because you want to give the paint time to dry so that when you peel off the tape, it doesn't peel off the paint with it. But that's going to protect your windows and everything else that you don't want purple.
Hey guys, so I am holding a 5-gallon bucket almost of Henry's Tropicool. So what we're doing is we've sanded off the roof and now we're gonna put this on top. We're gonna do several coats, get as much of this onto the roof as we can, because what this is gonna do is it's gonna provide a thick thermal barrier on top of our roof made out of silicone. So that way it's gonna reflect a lot of the heat. A lot of people were saying this dropped the inside temperatures of their bus by several degrees just by coating the top. And that's why you'll see a lot of buses have white tops as well. So. Hey guys, I'm on top of the roof of the bus. It's really scary, it shakes a lot. Anyhow, what I'm doing is I'm sanding off the top of the roof so that we can give it some tooth. And that tooth is gonna allow us to put on our Tropicool. So I've just gotta finish off the roof and then we'll be painting some Tropicool.
Okay, so you might be asking, why in the world is the bus purple? Like, that is crazy. Well, a lot of people that have done Skoolies either have a white bus or they have a blue bus or something along those lines, and we wanted to stand out and be different. Oh, and by the way, you can't have a yellow bus because that's obviously the color of a school bus. So we chose purple. We both really love purple, and this is super subtle. It's not super dark. We didn't want a dark color because that would make it really hot inside.
Right.
But it's subtle enough, but also purple enough to where it's different and fun.
And just to know, so everyone knows, I did sign off on the purple paint.
And David actually loves the color, so
I do.
Score. So we have decided to name our bus
Purple Majesty!
So the reason that we named it Purple Majesty is because that song, Purple Mountains Majesty, what is it? America the Beautiful, is that song. And it's so crazy because we're going to be traveling the whole US,
right,
and it's just Purple Majesty. So that is why we named her that, and that is her name. Isn't it beautiful?
Purple Mountains Majesty above the fruited plains.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our videos. If you liked it, please click the like button below, and that just lets us know that we're doing something good.
And to follow our journey and make sure that you don't miss out on any of our videos, go ahead and click up here on this button and you will not miss out on anything.
Thanks again.
Bye!